Hello everybody, Sly Ninja 4444 here bringing you another Bionicle review. Today it's going to be on Roodaka, the 2005 Titan. And they already did review Sidorak, and the reason why I'm doing this review now, I was going to do it anyway, but why at this time is because Little Big Scrawl 54 liked my Sidorak review, so I'm going to do Roodaka, then Kitangu, then Spyra. Which is the combination model for Niwa, Fintoka, and Antraz. Alright, so yeah. Now anyway, on to the instructions. I don't have the box. My mom made me throw it away. So we're going to the instruction manual. Now first off, you have Bionicle, www.bionicle.com there. Roodaka, like, running pose with her catcher claw spinning and firing her Roodaka spinner. And you have Metro Nui, Roodaka, Metro Nui right there, with this nice web pattern. Set number 8761, Lego logo, and yeah, and you have this nice window that's blue. With Sidorak it's red, and with Kitangu it's yellow to match their color schemes. And you have this nice like web elaborate pattern here that's also blue to match Roodaka's color scheme. Open it up. You have Roodaka firing her Roodaka spinner there, and Lego logo right there. Alright, now bag 1 builds the torso and the head. So let's get to building it. Or her. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble here. Alright, so let's get started building the torso. Alright, so here's the torso and the head completed right there. Now bag 2 builds the legs. Alright, so there's Roodaka's torso and legs completed. Now, bag 3 builds the arms. The arms are probably the best part of building the 2005 Titans, because the arms have the weapons, which are in 2005 Titan weapons are really cool, actually. So you build, right here you build the left arm, which is the catcher claw arm. Alright, so now all you need to do is build the other arm, which is the Roodaka arm. Strangely, her Roodaka spinner is on her back in the movie. Alright, there. And that's Roodaka completed. Now, here's instructions for the shadowed one, which is he's the leader of the Dark Hunters. He's the combination model for Roodaka and Kitangu. So first what you want to do is build the torso and the head. Then you go to, then you just build it like so. Then you build the back leg. I don't know if that's a leg or if that's a tail or what. Post a comment if you know. Then you build the left leg. And then you build the right leg. Then you build the arms. Then Then you build like the spear right there. And here you have the shadowed one. Now you have an ad for the Roodaka. You have Vakama, Nokama, Wenua, Aniwa, Matau, and Nuju. And here you have an ad for the Visarak. Voltarak, Roparak, Boogarak, Sukarak, Kilarak, and Unarak. And Visarak names especially are really hard for me to memorize. Vaki names are even harder. Vaki, Roxy, and Visarak names are actually quite hard to memorize, I think. Post a comment if you agree. Vaki names I give are the hardest to memorize. It's basically any bionicle name that ends with the suffix rak is hard to memorize. But anyway, turn the page. You have the other two titans, Sidorak and Kitongu, and win something. That's probably over by now. And on the back you have an ad for Legends of Metru Nui and Web of Shadows in 2005, which is already out. www.bionicle.com. Here you have Nikon giving a Toa Stone to Vakama in his forage. Here you have Nokama, Vakama, and Matau riding Kikanalo. Here you have the Toa right after they vanquished Bakuda. And here you have Nikon just standing over the horizon with a Toa Stone in hand. Again, you have the Lego logo. Alright, so we already used up like 6 to 7 minutes with the instructions. Considering the fact that we also went over instructions for the shadowed one too. Now we go on to Roodaka herself. First thing I want to point out is the Roodaka spinner. You have right here you have the code, and it says on her box, even though I don't have it anymore, it says that you're supposed to add RD6 before it. RD6. And here's the code in the spinner. I know you can't see it, and I just know the camera isn't going to focus anytime soon, so I'll just translate it for you. The code is G0LS5D. I will repeat it. G0LS5D. So that's the code in the spinner, and don't forget to add SD1. That's S as in Sidorak, D as in Daxia, and 6 as in number 6. So yeah. And strangely, another strange thing about her Roodaka spinner is that just like Sidorak, it's on her back, not in her hand. Although you probably couldn't see it, it is on her back, trust me. When her ponytail isn't in the way, it's also bigger in the movie. But when her ponytail isn't in the way, you can see her Roodaka spinner on her back, rather than in her hand. And so yeah. And also, she's the only Titan in 2005 that has a head that resembles her in the movie. I mean, if you compare Sidorak's head with him in the movie and Kitongu's head with him in the movie, it just looks so different. It doesn't even look like it's the same person. But Roodaka's head does look similar to what it does in the movie. Her ponytail is bigger in the movie, though. And anyway, the mouth, it moves. And you have side braids, and then the ponytail. One of the few Bionicles with hair, actually. And now, on the other hand, you have Catcher Claws. This is actually a pretty cool weapon. And you twist this back and forth, which makes them clack together. And yeah, it says that they can snag Roodaka spinners right out of the air. But trust me, it ain't easy. It ain't easy at all. And you also have a Pohatu claw on her ass right there. And this little pipe and this thing right here on her, you know what. And yeah. Also, you have high-heeled feet. Now that I noticed, the feet actually look kind of big compared to the legs, but high-heeled feet. The one that makes her look sexy. I actually give her the name of the sexiest female Bionicle. However, problem is with the feet, it's kind of hard to stand her up on a rough surface because of the way they're designed. It's better to stand her up on a smooth surface, like this instruction manual right here. And another thing about her head is this is the Baki head. I believe with the Baki, these two holes right here are the eyes for the Baki. Well, on Roodaka, they're right here. Strangely about the eyes, she has blue eyes in the movie, but they gave her orange eyes here, which is pretty stupid actually. She occasionally does have orange eyes in the movie, but usually it's blue eyes. So yeah. So the head is kind of a little bit beastly, which kind of affects the sexiness of this Bionicle, but still. Also, I heard someone else say that they think this is the first, she with 2005 is the first year where they used this piece right here. It's basically used with every Bionicle up to 2010, but you know, they don't use it for Hero Factory, sadly. And right now, when they used this in the past, it was the shorter version like this. Of course, it was in fact, the shorter version I think was first released with the Toa Metro. No, it was the Roxy. It was first released with the Roxy. So yeah, and she doesn't have the pistons in the back of the leg. The pistons in the back of the leg won't arrive until 2006 with the like Roodaka and Axon and stuff like that. I have none of them. I'm kind of hoping to get Roodaka though. So yeah, and this little pouch right here is where she stored the shard of Makuda's Protodermis prison. Funny fact is, the Web of Shadows proves that she and Roodaka are, she and Pterodax are in love, and that she broke up with Sidorak from him probably being a big lazy ass fool, and she went on with Pterodax. I don't have Pterodax. I may get him for Christmas, but that's no definite. And another thing about, anyway, moving on, another thing about this thing is it's quite floppy actually, because it's only connected right here, which is kind of like a pivot joint. So yeah, it's quite floppy. It's kind of annoying, but still. And she has these, for her boobs, she has these silver Roxy masks. And Shadowed One also has boobs, strangely. Shadowed One isn't a girl, he's a boy. And Shadowed One has those too, I have no idea why. Probably to design him similar to Roodaka. Alright. I did build the Shadowed One not too long ago, actually, once. But however, I reviewed him, it was one of my sucky reviews since I couldn't upload more than 15 minutes, and so I don't want to build him again because I don't want to damage the pieces and have to order new ones off of Bricklink. It's just because my parents won't let me order new pieces anymore. And I was wondering if I should rebuild the Shadowed One and risk damaging the pieces just to make a better review of him, or should I just re-upload my old review? I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. And what do now let's go to ratings. Ratings, I rate Roodaka a 9 out of 10, just like Sidorak. She's quite good. You should definitely get her. If you can find her at a good price on eBay, definitely get her. She's a definitely worthwhile. Well, get all 3 Titans. Get Sidorak, Roodaka, and Kitongu. They're all great. I quite like the 2005 sets, actually. A lot of people would probably strongly disagree with me, though. In fact, get duplicates of these sets, actually. So, and the reason for that is because so you can build the combination molds without taking other sets apart, which is quite good. I'm probably not going to because my parents probably won't let me, but still. Anyway, 9 out of 10 for Roodaka, even though she is a little bit hard to pose and feet are a little bit big. But still, this really nice catcher claw right here, it just takes it all. It's weapons for the 2005 Titans are just so great, actually. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, this is Fly Ninja 4444 signing off. And remember, Roodaka and Pterodactyls are in love.